Okay, so again, good evening to the Philippines and good afternoon to the UAE. It's been a while since nakapag-webinar tayo kasi dito sa UAE, bali tinanggal nila yung mga access sa particularly sa Zoom na ginagamit natin noon for webinars. So, maraming nag-confirm kanina around kahapon na sumali dito sa refresher, pero baka habol na lang sila later on kasi alam mo na, rush sa Pilipinas din, uwian, it's Friday, it's a weekend, so you know, they all have their priorities. Pero rest assured na they will be watching this recording later on or whenever they will be free. So, kaya natin siya i-record para sila din mismo magkaroon ng refresher sa indicators, no? So, what we will be doing today is we will be running through the indicators. Isa-isay natin yung mga indicators na ginagamit natin sa MSI. By the way, MSI is a platform, is a code used with the AMI broker to help you guide you sa analysis nyo sa stock market. No? So, iisa-isahin natin yung mga indicators, that's first. And then second will be sharing or discussing the MSI screener. And then third, we'll go with the Q&A and probably share some tips and tricks along the webinar. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so as soon as you open your AMI broker, let's just use the PSEI chart. Okay, so ito yung basic chart na makikita nyo pagka nag-open kayo ng MSI. Pag click nyo yung MSI code, ito yung makikita nyo. So, dito sa screen na to, makikita nyo let's start from the upper left corner. We have here the, wait, palitan nga natin itong cross tool. Okay, so dito sa upper left corner, makikita nyo yung time frame niya kung ano yung tinitingnan nyo. So bakit importante yun? Especially doon sa mga day traders, importante sa kanila na makita din yung mga iba't ibang time frames para malaman mo kung how long that trend will go. So if yung stock is, so di ko pala na-share yung screen ko. Let's share my screen. Ayan. Okay, so dito sa screen natin, ang una mong makikita is the time frame. Yung time frame, very important yun para ma-assess mo kung saan papunta yung stock, kung gaano katagal ba yung bullish run niya tatakbo, or pababa na ba siya, or pangit na ba. Okay, so isa yun sa makakatulong sa iyo makapagbigay ng early signal. And then, you would see the date. So, ang isa sa mga common mistakes na nangyayari pagka gumagamit ka ng AMI broker is nakaklik ka sa ibang candle or sa ibang date. For example, itong line na to, this one indicates kung anong date yung analysis na nakikita mo. So here you can see it's September 11. Okay? So very important na itong line na to is either nasa last candle, okay, as you can see it's 6.5, or i-click nyo lang sa labas ng last candle para walang nagbablock na line at makikita nyo yung current na date and current analysis. Okay? Then we have the open, high, low, close, and percent change. So ito yung opening price ng stock, yung highest price ng stock for the day, yung lowest price niya for the day, and kung saan siya nag-close na price. And ito yung percent change niya. Okay? So next one, we have the 52 weeks high, 52 weeks low, and the 52 equilibrium. So yung 52 weeks high, yun yung pinakamataas na price na na-achieve niya or na-reach niya nung within a span of 1 year or 52 weeks. Yung 52 weeks low naman is yun yung pinakamababang price na nakuha niya sa loob ng 1 year or 52 weeks. And we have the 52 equilibrium. Yung 52 equilibrium, yun yung 52 weeks high divided by 2. So yun yung middle ng 52 weeks high saka 52 weeks low. Bakit importante itong tatlong to? Kasi if the stock is trading above 52 weeks high, then ibig sabihin nun, masyadong malakas or bullish na bullish yung stock kasi it's trading above its 52 weeks high. Pag nasa 52 weeks low naman siya, ibig sabihin, the stock is bearish kasi sobrang baba na ng price niya na na-hit niya yung lowest price na na-attain niya within the span of 52 weeks or yung 1 year span. So, any stock below the 52 equilibrium or yung kalahati ng 52 weeks high, you can consider that as bearish. Any stock breaking the 52 equilibrium can be considered as bullish naman. Okay? And expect na pag nag-break out ang price above the 52 equilibrium, you can expect na ang tina-target niyang price is the 52 weeks high. Okay? And then, next is the ATH or the all-time high. Yung all-time high naman, yun yung highest price na na-achieve niya for the span of, since na nag-start siya ng trading until present. Okay? Yun yung pinakamataas na reach niya na price. Next one, we have the Wtd percentage, that's week to date. MTD is month to date, and YTD is year to date. So, ito naman gives you the percentage ng na gain or loss ng certain company or certain stock within that week, within a month, or within the year. So, if let's say you are seeing na yung stock na to is having a positive percentage sa weekly, sa monthly, sa yearly, so you can assume that the stock is moving in its bullish direction. Okay? Vice versa, if it has a low percentage naman, then you can assume na the stock is bearish. So dalawa lang yung laging tinitingnan sa stock market. It's either the price is bullish. Bullish, pag sinabing bullish is yung price niya is going uptrend or paakyat. Pag bearish naman, the price is going downtrend or pababa. Okay? So next, we have here the amount, which is the volume multiplied by the number of, volume is actually the number of trades. So volume times the price, that will be your amount. So importante din na malaman mo yung amount kasi sa stock market, maraming iba't ibang stock na pwedeng yung volume niya is millions Okay, 1 million, thousands, hundreds, maraming varieties, no? Pero yung price niya, if you multiply the volume sa price, napakaliit lang pala nung amount na traded na yun. Okay? So we are looking for at least 5 million amount para masabi natin na okay, this is something na interesting. Okay, so again, it will depend on paano nyo tinitingnan yung market or paano nyo ina-assess yung market kasi there are several types din of traders. You could be a low risk trader, you could be a high risk trader, you could be a medium risk trader. Meaning to say, yung mga low risk trader would buy the prices pagka mababa lang siya. Yung mid-range trader would buy it in the equilibrium, and the high risk trader would buy it only pagka na-breach yung 52 weeks high. Kasi sabi nga nila, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. But we always have to study our charts and the price action and do also financial checking ng company para hindi tayo maiwan sa ere. Okay? So, the next one we have here, beside the volume, is meron siyang analysis saying very high, average, low. As you can see, once I'm moving the cursor, nagbabago yung analysis niya dito. No? So what does that mean? That is the average price, 30 days average price compared to the current, that's the 30 days average volume compared to the current volume. So if the stock is trading above its current, if the stock is trading above the average volume, then you can assume that there could be a big move sa stock na to. Okay, or there's a plan na may ginagawa para sa stock na to. Okay, so the next one that we have is the sell V and the buy V. This is actually the sell volume and the buy volume. So ano naman tong dalawang to? This one is just the percentage kung alin ba ang mas malakas during today's trade. Was it the sellers or the buyers? So just by having an insight na or makita mo lang na, mas marami yung buyers ngayon. So it can give you a hint na mukhang okay bumili ngayon. So kung marami ang sellers, pwede kang mag-hold back at sabihin mo na, wag muna, hindi mo na ako bibili kasi mas marami pa yung sellers. I would wait for the time na mas dumami yung buyers. Okay? So in addition, we also have the foreign volume. Yung foreign volume naman, as the name implies, ito yung mga bumibiling foreigners. Okay, so merong mga specific stocks na sa Philippine Stock Exchange na open for foreigners. So pwede silang bumili ng stock para doon. Okay, so we have hi to Ferdinand joining us. Okay, so the next one we have is the VWAP. Ano ba yung VWAP? This is the volume weight average price. Okay, so at this price, ibig sabihin, diyan nagkaroon ng heavy volume buying. Okay, so yung mga brokers or yung mga malalaking tao na bumibili sa stock market, this is something that they look into. Yung VWAP, dyan sila bumibili ng kanilang mga shares. So, as they would say, anything below the VWAP price is something that they buy. Kasi, ibig sabihin, yung mga, sabihin natin naipit doon sa price na yon, which is at 6,400, is they would protect this, it's possible that they protect this stock kasi the price is trading low. So hindi naman sila magpapalugi. So again, the VWAP price is the price where the heavy volume is coming in. Okay, and then we have R2 or the resistance 2, resistance 1, the pivot point, and we have the support 1 and the support 2. Ano ba itong mga to? Ito yung resistance level na calculated based on the pivot points. So if you want to buy, then you would want, if you are, let's say, a breakout trader, then you would buy something near the resistance level. You wait for it to break out and then you buy. If low risk trader ka naman, or you want to buy at the support, then you wait for the price to go near to the support, then dun ka bibili. Okay? Then we have these Fibonacci levels. So yung Fibonacci levels are levels of support and resistance. Okay, so kahit saan tayo pumunta, meron tayong makikitang mga Fibonacci levels. So basically, ang maririnig niyo sa akin dito sa webinar na to from time to time is that the paulit-ulit kong sasabihin yung support and resistance. Kasi doon lang naman talaga nag-revolve yung price action. Higit lang Enough ko lang yung AC. Medyo nilalamig ako. Okay, so sabi ko nga, Fibonacci levels are levels of support and resistance. So, dito sa mga prices na to, na makikita nyo, dito madalas nagsusupport yung price action, meaning to say, pag nagsusupport, doon nag-hold yung prices, and yung resistance level naman is doon madalas maumpog or mag-stop yung price action. Then it would retrace back to the support level, or it will go back up to the resistance and it will penetrate it. Then susunod na yung next na Fibonacci level, which could be your next target price. So Fibonacci levels will serve as your support and resistance levels. Okay. Okay, so before we move on to this trade analysis here, let me just point out this logo here of the stock. Yung logo natin ng stock, the color changes depending on the trend ng stock. No? So right now, the PSE is actually moving uptrend, and the color of our stock is already green. So way back here at this area, which is around March 19, as you can see, the color of the stock code is red kasi siya ay downtrend. Tapos nakita niyo naman dyan, orange na siya. It means na it's already near to going sa pagiging bullish, kaya lang nagsi-second thought pa siya. Okay. So technically, I mean, price-wise, I wouldn't buy something na red pa. Okay. So I would suggest you guys buying if it's already in the orange level, kasi ibig sabihin nagsa-sideways yung stock, and pag nag-green na siya, that could be used as a confirmation na siya ay bullish na. Okay? Okay, so here, ito naman yung analysis na to, it gives you a price where you are supposed to buy the stock. Ito yung ideal price ng buy price niya. Okay? So ito yun, yung mga buy signals dito. Okay? So dito kasi nakita natin meron siyang sell signal at this area. Okay, so ang trick ko dito is once you see a sell signal, consider nyo yung price no current candle niya. Kasi kung malapit lang naman siya sa selling price na binigay ng system, there is a big possibility na ma-break niya to at umakyat. Okay, we have a question here from Kim Derla. The most asked question, what to buy na po? Is it what to buy or when to buy? See, the what to buy question actually is depende yun kung ano yung stock na favorable sa'yo or yung stock na naiintindihan mo yung takbo. What to buy would depend on what kind of a trader you are. Okay, so if like me, I am a momentum trader, I would normally go for stocks trading above its normal momentum. So I am using the RSI para malaman ko kung nasaan na yung momentum phase niya. Okay, so Kim Deleria is a long-term investor. Okay, for long-term, actually I am not a fan of being a long-term investor kasi naniniwala ako na kailangan mong bantayan yung movement ng stock mo on a regular basis, no? Pero for now, as you can see, kakalabas lang din ng stocks. Wow, may mga nanonood tayo talagang mga traders. That's good to know. Follow nyo ako guys para makapag-usap tayo tungkol sa mga stocks, no? Right now, I would consider it as a very good time to buy blue chips kasi I wouldn't say na sobrang baba ng prices nila, although mababa pa yung prices nila, pero this is a start of the index breaking the 100 price movement. Ibig sabihin, for the longest time na gumagalaw yung price action ng PSE, hindi niya nabi-break yung moving average 100 niya. So it was only yesterday na na-break niya yon. So today, nagkaroon siya ng retest na binalikan niya yung moving average 100 niya and nagpakita siya ng support doon. Okay? And it closed actually near to ating selling point at 6,500. So sabi ko nga, pagka malapit pa yung price action sa sell point, huwag muna kayong mag-sell kasi possible na ma-break niya yung selling price na yun na ibinigay. Pwede naman long-term ang stocks. Yes, pwede siyang i-long term, pero as sabi ko nga, ako I am not a long-term investor. Okay? Mas okay akong nagtitrade sa mutual fund, hindi rin. Mas I'm into day trading, yung inaantay ko lang yung big move ng stock tapos bebenta ko na siya. Pag na-explore nyo kasi to, tapos napag-aralan nyo yung price action and technical analysis ng stocks, napaka-powerful niya para mapalago nyo yung funds nyo. Okay. Okay, so moving on, yes po, mas makapal ang balik ng stocks pag marunong ka. Pero it's all about what do you call this? It's all about following yung plan mo. Because without the plan ng pagtitrade mo, masasayang lang din yung masasayang yung trade mo. And when you say long term, guys, it means minimum one year. Minimum yun, napakaliit pa nun. Okay? So I know people na pag sinabi nilang investor, you are talking about let's say at least 3 to 5 years. Kasi kung halimbawa kaka-open lang ng stock, kakapasok niya lang sa market as an IPO, tapos nag-invest kayo doon. So you need time na mag-grow yung market, makilala siya sa buong mundo, and dumami yung investors niya. Okay? Similar to dito, yung bagong telco player. Okay? So yung dito, medyo dumadaan pa siya sa phase na nahihirapan pa yung price action niya kasi marami pa silang inilalabas na pera. Pero eventually, pagka nakapaglagay na sila ng mga towers and all, smooth na yung flow ng price action. I am not hyping or not recommending dito. It's just an example. Okay. So let's move on. We are talking about the buy signal and the sell signal na binibigay ng system. No? So yung buy signal and sell signal, yun yung lower low or higher high na price in the current time frame. Okay, so if you want an advanced buy and sell signal, you can move sa lower time frame. Pero we will discuss that in the in another session maybe. Okay, so question, anong system yan? Sorry, newbie. Kimberly, you can search MSI. Ilalagay ko yung link dito later on sa, let me just type that. So you can search for, just go to Oragon Trader in FB page and you will find there MSI. Okay. Okay. So the next one we have is yung parang calculator ng bars at ng total gain or loss ng particular stock na pinag-uusapan natin. No? So it's just a simple calculator kung ilang days it took for this price to change its trend. For example, pag gagamitin mo siya, double click mo lang yung first candle mo and then double click yung last candle mo. Okay. So, ang sabi dito is it took 52 bars. So, anong assessment ang makukuha mo dyan? Kasi merong certain time frame ng kumbaga, for example, yung mango trees, no? Merong certain time frame na kailangan siyang mahinog or for it to be able to be eaten by people. So at the same thing with the stock market, kailangan ng certain time na mabuo yung frame na yon. Otherwise, kumbaga, hilaw yung pagkakaluto ng trend. Okay? So if you can see dito sa PSE, it took more than 2 months para mag-change siya ng trend or magbago yung maging uptrend na siya. Which is something na we can consider as good kasi meron tayong mga tinatawag na breakouts na at least dapat meron kang minimum na 3 months. So medyo pumapasok na siya doon sa range na yun. Malapit na. Okay, malapit na siyang pumasok doon sa range na yun. So we are considering this as a good move. Okay. Pero it's too early to say kasi nagsa-start pa lang siya. So we are expecting the PSE right now to move sideways between the range of between the range of 6517 and 6231. So kung yung stock na yon bumaba pa sa 6231, then most probably we will see again the next support at 5838. So yun yung sinasabi ko kahapon sa group chat natin na kailangan na ni PSE na mag-retrace kasi masyado ng steep, masyadong mataas ito, dire-diretso siya, no? So pag nahulog siya, kailangan niya ng kumbaga sasaluhan o yung support. So until now, wala pa. Kanina lang siya lumabas, which is nakita natin na yung MA100 nagsusupport na dito sa candle na to. Pero kailangan pa natin siyang i-observe in the next few days. So moving above the price action of 6,517 would mean another breakout for the PSE. Okay, tapos mag-fill the gap tayo dito sa area to, no? Okay, so possible na mag-close ang market within the year above 8,500, no, at this area. Okay, anyway, we are here to talk about the functions of the system or refresh ourselves with the indicators that we have, and not to analyze stocks. Maybe later on, we will be doing some analysis of particular stocks. We can do that by request. Okay, so next indicator that we have here is the Haiken Ashi. Haiken Ashi, actually, it's a trend indicator na meron siyang sarili niyang what do you call this? Meron siyang sarili niyang candlesticks. Okay, you can see that dito sa parameters nyo, and search nyo lang yung Haiken Ashi. See here, it's Haiken Ashi candles, and as you can see, nagbago yung candles niya. Parang meron na siyang red background. Para mas malinaw siya, pwede nyo i-off yung candle plot nyo. Okay, so nakikita nyo. So the more weeks down, ibig sabihin, yung trend niya pababa pa. So the more week going up, ibig sabihin yung trend niya paakyat na. And there is a change sa trend kung makakakita kayo ng mga dojis. So yung dojis is a type of candlestick na pareho siya may wick sa taas saka sa baba. Okay? So pag sinabi mong doji, it doesn't mean particularly na kailangan kung saan siya nag-open, doon siya nag-close by reading yung Haiken Ashi. No? So as long as meron na siyang wick sa baba at sa taas, ibig sabihin kasi noon, nagkakaroon na ng laban yung buyers saka sellers. So doon na nagkakaroon ng change ng trend. Okay, so that's Haiken Ashi. So yung binibigay ko sa inyo guys na binibigay ko sa inyong mga information ng indicators. These are very basic, no. Ayoko naman kasi mag-dig in pa na halimbawa is yung mga history niya, kung sinong gumawa, kung sinong nagpasikat. As much as I can remember, I would give you that details, pero isi-simplify lang natin, no, as much as we can. Okay. So, ang gagawin ko ngayon, dahil na-discuss na natin yung buy and sell signals, tatanggalin ko siya by going to the parameters and clicking on MSI signal para meron tayong malinis na chart. Okay. So, I'm going fast kasi ayoko naman na gawin na sobrang lengthy yung usapan. Marami pa tayong i-discuss, no? So, this is a recorded session, so pwede nyo itong balikan later on din. Then we have the parabolic SAR. Yung parabolic SAR naman, yun yung mga tinatawag nila parang mga sago or mga dot sa ilalim or sa ibabaw ng ng candlesticks. Okay? So, as you can see dito sa ating chart right now, dito sa part na to, sa may bandang March, as you can see, yung parabolic SAR is nasa ilalim pa. So, ibig sabihin, the move is bearish. Tapos, notice nyo na habang lumalayo yung dot sa price action, mas malayo pa yung days ng reversal. Pero pagka lumapit na yung price action sa dot, is magbabago na yung trend. So parang it's a sort of a crossover ng price at ng parabolic SAR. No? So as you can see here, sorry, baliktad. Pag nasa ilalim yung mga dots, yun yung bullish trend. Pag nasa ibabaw is bearish. Sorry. Okay, so as you can see here, yung parabolic SAR niya is nasa ibabaw. Okay? Pero nung na-reach niya dito sa may bandang to, na nag-crossover yung price at yung parabolic SAR, nag-change yung trend, pumunta na sa ilalim yung price, yung parabolic SAR, and then the trend was changed to a bullish. Okay? So ganyan lang basahin ang parabolic SAR. Pag nasa ibabaw, ibig sabihin, bearish yung trend. Pag nasa ilalim, ibig sabihin bullish yung trend. There are some studies or some observations na ginawa ng mga friends natin na yung time to buy nila, ginagawa nila is on the fourth parabolic SAR. Okay, so observe nyo na lang din yun. Then we have the Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands is something na pinag-aralan ko noon talaga kasi parang nagustuhan ko yung Bollinger Bands. This is one of my favorite indicator na pinag-aralan ko noon. Okay, so yung parabolic SAR, makikita nyo meron siyang tatlong parts. Meron siyang upper band, meron siyang mid band, and meron siyang lower band. Yung mid band actually is the MA20. Okay, so depending on the formation, the type of formation na binibigay ng parabolic, ng Bollinger, makikita nyo doon kung anong move ang ginagawa niya. Okay. For MSI users, makikita na siya dito. Okay. It says that the current trend is bullish and the price is along with the upper band. So ibig sabihin nun, the trend is bullish. Okay? Kasi yung dalawang band is pointing on different directions and they are open widely. Okay? So when you guys read the Bollinger Bands, kailangan mong basahin yung tatlong lines na yun. Okay, so let me show you something here. Okay, so I gave you guys also copies of this book. It's a 60 pages book. So lahat ng mga dinidiscuss ko ngayon is naandito din sa book na to para mabalikan nyo siya later on. Okay? So, ito yung sa Bollinger Bands na sinasabi ko. No? Na there are different bands pattern. Okay? Bands pattern na ginagawa ng Bollinger Bands. Okay, so if the two lines, sabi ko nga, babasahin nyo siya at the same time. Okay? So if the two lines are moving, if the upper band and the lower band are moving parallel to each other, katulad nito, then you can expect a consolidation. So consolidation lang, so ibig sabihin prices will be moving sideways. Okay. Yung constriction naman, ito yung inaabangan ng mga users ng Bollinger Bands. This is when the upper band and the lower band are yung nagsasalubong na sila. Nagta-tighten yung bands. Kasi at this time, nag-aantay na ng big breakout. Either mag-break up siya or mag-break down. Okay, so it's always a two scenario. Okay, so yun yung constriction. So kung bibili kayo, I would rather buy sa constriction phase ng band. And then the next one, we have the short uptrend. So yung short uptrend naman, yung upper band sa yung lower band is both pointing upwards. Okay? Pareho sila paakyat. Yung downtrend naman is pareho sila pababa. Okay? So, yun yung short uptrend and short downtrend. So, yung next natin is yung long uptrend. Yung long uptrend saka yung long downtrend, makikita nyo pareho yung pattern niya. Pareho yung bands pointing on different directions. They are widely open and they are both pointing on different directions. So, paano nyo malalaman kung yun ay uptrend or yun ay long downtrend? Makikita nyo sa long uptrend, the price is moving above the midline or the MA20 and malapit siya sa upper band. Pagka long downtrend naman siya, yung price action niya is below MA20 and it is moving near the lower band. Okay? So, by using just the Bollinger Bands, meron na kayo kaagad idea kung magko-continue ba yung trend, bibigyan niya ba ako ng mga malalaking candles. Okay? So sa short uptrend at short downtrend, do not expect a big move. Kaya nga tinawag siyang short. Okay? So pag nag-open wide yung Bollinger Bands, dun kayo mag-expect ng long candles. So sa current stage ng PSE, makikita nyo na it is on a bullish trend at yung price action is nasa upper band. Okay, so we can expect big moves pa in the coming days. Okay, that is as per Bollinger Band analysis. Okay. So it is suggested na mag-keep kayo ng ilang 2 to 3 indicators lang para hindi kayo nalilito. Okay? So sinasabi ng karamihan is MSI is giving you a lot of information. Yes, it is, pero pipili lang kayo ng sarili nyong set of indicators. Hindi nyo naman siya kailangang gamitin lahat. Okay. Next one is the ADX. It is a trend indicator. Close lang natin yung Bollinger Bands. Okay. So ADX is actually a trend indicator. And sinasabi ng ADX, let me show you how the ADX looks like. Okay. So nakita nyo, merong nagkaroon ng green, ng blue at ng red line sa screen natin. Masyado bang magulo? Tanggalin natin yung ating support and resistance. Okay. Ayan. So, makikita nyo dito sa, let's remove the candlesticks then. Yan. Okay, so makikita nyo dito na meron tayong blue, red, at green na lines, no? So, yung mga lines na yan, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, it's moving like meron din siyang crossover pattern, no, or crossover buy and sell signal. Okay? So any stock na nagmo-move, sorry medyo hindi ko na kasi matandaan yung ADX. Pero binibigay ng ADX yung signal kung yung bullish trend ba is malakas or mahina. Okay. So currently yung trend ng PSE is bullish siya. Okay, bullish, ibig sabihin uptrend siya pero mahina pa yung trend. Okay? So mababa pa kasi 48 pa lang. Yung ADX niya is 48. So mahina pa siya. Kailangan niyang if I'm not mistaken, ilan ba? Kalimutan ko na to. Let's check the other. This is the reason kung bakit kung bakit ko ginawa yung MSI. Gusto ko ng auto analysis kasi ang daming information, ang daming types ng indicators na iba-iba yung analysis niya. So you cannot put that all in your mind. Although sabi nga kailangan mo lang naman ng 2 to 3 indicators. So ang ginawa ko, kinode ko siya, prinogram ko siya, tapos nilagyan ko na siya ng readable analysis na lang. Okay, pero alam ko, meron ako ditong isang analysis na saying something, okay, this is ADX, okay. So if the ADX is greater than 30, then it could happen na magbago yung trend niya, mas lumakas yung trend niya, no? I have to go back sa code niya para malaman ko kung ano yung sinet ko. Pero so far, yung trend ng PSE is good pero mahina pa. Okay, so let's go back to our main screen. Okay. And then let's put the candlesticks again and remove yung ADX. If you want some clarification on ADX, guys, you can just send me a message. I-clear ko yun sa inyo. Sorry, nakalimutan ko na yung ADX, pero it's a trend indicator and the crossover should happen at a certain price para masabi mong malakas yung trend niya. Next one is we have the MSI Bagger. So yung MSI Bagger actually it's a crossover of an EMA and a fast moving average. Okay. So it's very similar to the Golden Cross, and based on our analysis or backtest, the MSI Bagger is giving you more profit than the Golden Cross. Kasi ano ba yung difference niya? Yung Golden Cross kasi kumbaga let's say in a month time, bibigyan niya kayo ng isang crossover. Tapos that trend is gonna bring you or lead you to its uptrend until 1 month. Yung MSI Bagger, mas marami yung crossover na binibigay niya. So mas profitable. Okay. So you can switch that on also. Meron tayo ditong crossover pattern niya. You can click on MSI Bagger. Okay. So as you can see, kaka-cross pa lang ng MSI Bagger. So let's see in the future kung kailan siya mag-crossover ulit as having a bearish signal. If you want, we can do some sample analysis dito sa PSE kung saan siya nagkaroon ng ng buy and sell signal. Okay, so the green marks are your buy signals and yung red marks naman, yun yung sell signals. Okay, as you can see here, we have a buy here, this area, and then dito niya tayo pinasell. Okay, so that move, okay, that move gave us 4%. Okay, so we're looking at PSE. So medyo mahina or mababa yung percentage ng profit and loss. No? Okay, so that's something you can use, the MSI Bagger. MSI Bagger. Okay. Now, we move on to our next indicator, which is the Ichimoku. Okay. So, si Ichimoku, it is one of the oldest indicator na ginagamit or it was founded in Japan. So Ichimoku actually means in Japanese one glance. Okay, so isang tingin lang ma-analyze mo na yung mga prices sa chart. Okay, so we have 5 different types of, is it 5? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I remember it was 5. Okay, so ito yung ating sample. Okay, so yung Ichimoku meron siyang as you can see dito sa ating parameters, meron siyang Tenkan-sen, meron siyang 5-sen, meron siyang Kinju-sen. These are the names actually of the lines. Okay, and each lines can be a support level. Okay, ito yung ginagamit na support levels ng mga Ichimoku readers. So when the price is inside the cloud, that is no trade zone, or as you can, pwede nating sabihin na dito yung nagkakaroon ng turbulence or nagiging shaky ang movement ng price action. No? Kasi pwedeng mag-breakout siya sa cloud that would lead to a bullish move, and if nag-breakdown naman, that would lead to a bearish move. Tapos yung kulay din ng cloud is nagbabago. Okay? So I have a separate video on this talking about only Ichimoku. No? So at one glance, as I said, pwede mo nang ma-analyze kung saan yung support levels niya. So dito sa current analysis niya, yung support levels niya is around 5,900, and the price is currently trading above the Kumho or the cloud. No? Tapos itong mga lines na to sa ng cloud, meron din yung crossover system. So it's not a complicated system, pero pag napag-aralan mo, syempre, mas mapapadali yung reading mo ng Ichimoku. Okay. So sa MSI, nilagyan na natin siya ng readable analysis. So currently, yung PSE is bullish and the price action is moving above the Kumho, and it is a strong buy. Okay? Strong buy siya dahil dito sa crossover ng Tenkan-sen sa kanang Kinju-sen. Okay, so our next one is the Aots. Close natin si Ichimoku. Ito na yun. Ay, ito pala sa baba. Okay, so that's your Ichimoku. The next one is the Aots. So Aots is actually the alignment of the stars. Ito ay popularized by the group Cifrix, and the name itself was coined by Cifrix. So ang alignment of the stars is, it is when the moving averages are aligned as follows. So MA 100 yung nasa taas, yung nasa ilalim niya is MA 50, and yung sunod sa kanya is MA 20. Okay? So yun yung alignment na sinusunod niya. So currently, yung sample stock natin, which is PSE, makikita mo na yung alignment niya is hindi pa buo. Kasi yung MA20 is under MA100 pa. Pero as you can see, sumusunod naman si MA50. So once na mag-crossover yan, then you can expect another move kasi yung tribe would be probably buying into this. No? Okay, so ang pagbasa ng Aots is kailangan yung MA100 nasa taas, MA50 yung sunod, and MA20 yung nasa ilalim. And ideally, it should be pointing upwards. No? Para masabi mo na yung trend niya is continuous uptrend or long uptrend. Vice versa, pagka yung trend niya, yung MAs niya naman is pointing downwards, tapos yung price action is below the MA 100, then you can say that that is a big bearish move. Especially kung lahat ng MAs mo is above the price action. If yung candles mo are below the MAs. Yan. Okay, so the next one is yung EMA 13 and MA 20. EMA 13 and MA 20. This one is actually yung pinapularize din dati ni Sir Jared na swag. Swag move is a crossover siya ng EMA 13 at MA 20, no? Okay. So yung swag dati, sumikat din siya. It's a crossover of EMA 13 and MA 20 plus some other indicators like MFI and the parabolic SAR. So yun yung combination. So it says na every time na magko-crossover ang EMA 13 at ang MA 13 at ang MA 20 is meron siyang bullish run. Okay. So as you can see here sa ating MSI, yung EMA 13 nag-crossover na siya sa MA 20 4 days ago. So it's somewhere here. Okay. Then we have the MACD. MACD is actually a lagging indicator. Okay? Ibig sabihin, nahuhuli siya. So, ibig sabihin, meron ng movement ang price bago pa nagkaroon ng signal si MACD na mag-buy. So, MACD is one of the powerful indicator or one of the popular indicator na ginagamit ng mga traders. So yung price action actually, how does it move? It depends on sa mga, ito personal opinion ko, it depends on the indicators na sinusundan ng mga tao. Kaya nagkakaroon ng price movement. For example, yung mga tao kahapon, they were the people who are observing the moving average. So possible na ang buy signal nila is if a stock moves above or is near the MA 100, yun na yung buy signal ko. Doon na ako nag-iipon pagka malapit na sa MA 100. Tapos pag nag-break out yung price ko sa MA 100, then that's the price that's the time na magsisell na ako. Okay, so it depends on anong klaseng trader kayo, ano yung indicator na sinusundan ninyo. Kaya nagkakaroon ng price action. Okay? So again, kahapon, for example, MA 100 traders yung gumalaw. Probably bukas, probably kanina, yung mga nag-trade naman is basing its play sa, let's say, for example, Fibonacci levels. Okay, so sinabi nila na at this area mauumpog or magkakaroon ng resistance yan dyan, kaya magsisell na ako. So yun yung nangyari, no? Okay, so depende kung anong klaseng trader kayo, anong gamit yung indicator, yun yung nagpapagalaw ng price action nyo. Okay, so the next one is we have the FI. This was a request by one of our MSI users. Okay, I wouldn't be digging into that. Din lang tayo sa mga basic and more common. Pero ginagamit nila to sa sa forex. Okay, so the next one we have the stochastics. So yung stochastics naman, let's say stochastics. Okay, so yan yung stochastics. Yung stochastics, meron din siyang crossover. Okay, so karamihan ng mga indicators is nagkakaroon siya ng crossover. So pag nag-cross yung, let's say, blue sa red or yung red sa blue, it's either magkakaroon ng buy signal or sell signal. Okay, it's very similar to dito sa ating stochastics, no. And meron din siyang tinatawag na oversold saka overbought levels. So yung oversold at overbought levels usually nandito siya sa ang oversold levels are below the 20 line and yung overbought levels is actually around 70. Okay? It doesn't mean na wala nang bibili, pero what it means pag nasa overbought levels is mabigat na yung stock. Ibig sabihin marami nang nakasakay, mabigat na yung stock at kailangan na mag-unload. So tendency is magkakaroon ng sell down or magkakaroon ng retracement or babalik siya doon sa kanyang support level. Okay. So ideally or suggested na bibili kayo ng stock pag yung crossover ng stochastic is near the oversold levels if you are a low risk trader. Pag high risk trader naman kayo, technically you would buy them at the overbought levels. So short trades kasi ang ginagawa ng mga momentum traders or yung mga high risk traders kasi they're just after the parang yung big jump. Okay, so that's stochastics. Okay, next one we have the RSI. RSI is one of my favorite indicators. So siya sa mga ginagamit ko ngayon. So yung RSI, meron siyang it's actually a momentum indicator, no? So just look at the lines near. Wait, let's open another chart. Another indicator na mas malinaw para sa inyo. So this is how you add an indicator with AMI Broker. Okay, so you go to Windows, you click on Charts, and it will open this section here. So kailangan nyo pumunta sa indicators, and ang hinahanap natin is RSI. Okay? So sa RSI, kailangan nyo siyang i-double click. Double click, not drag or drop. Pag nag-drag and drop kasi kayo, ang nangyayari is you are telling AMI Broker to add this code, hindi chart. You are telling AMI Broker to add this code to the existing chart. Yun ay ang drag and drop. Okay. So makikita nyo dito sa ating dito sa chart natin sa this is your RSI. Meron siyang two lines, that's 30 and 3 lines, 30, 50 and 70. And we change the color. Changing the color, double click lang. Tapos change it to red. Click OK. This one will change to blue. Okay, and let's keep that as green. Okay, so dito makikita nyo na yung 3 lines niya would give you an idea na kung yung momentum niya ba is malakas or mahina. So any stock trading below the 50 line is considered as dead yung momentum or low yung momentum niya. Any stock trading above the RSI 70, na andun yung momentum. So expect na magkakaroon ng faster price movement, okay? Faster price action or bigger price action dyan sa area na yan. So momentum traders would be looking at stocks na mataas or near RSI 70. So low risk trader would go near 30. Pero take note guys, there are 2 types of momentum. No? Yung momentum na yung price action niya is malakas at dire-diretsong uptrend, at yung momentum na ng stock na bumagsak pero nag-reverse. So you can find that dito sa below 30 level. Okay? Okay, so balikan natin dito. Ayun. Next one is we have the MFI or the money flow indicator. Ito lang yung nagsasabi na the money are coming in or coming out. Okay. So up and down trend lang din siya. As you can see currently the MFI ng PSE is still down. So that could support your analysis ng ADX na weak pa yung trend niya. Then we have the CCI. CCI is very similar to RSI. Let's open CCI. Okay, see. So this is CCI. Ang pagkakaiba lang ni CCI, meron din siyang sarili niya mga numbers. Parang ganyan. This is actually 100. This one is 0. And this one is negative 100. Okay. So parang si RSI, it gives you an idea of how the momentum is moving. So any price action above the zero level is having a good chance na magkaroon ng continuous uptrend movement. And anything below naman is giving you an implication na it's still in a bearish area. Lalo na pagka negative 100 siya, below negative 100. Okay? So if the stock movement, if the price action naman is moving above the plus 100, then you could expect a more momentum. Parang RSI nga lang siya. So kaya sinasabi nila na kailangan mo lang pumili ng dalawa or tatlo kasi indicators are actually grouped into different types. So merong momentum, merong trend, so marami pa. Okay. I need to go for a water break. Let's have a 5 minutes break. Then we'll be back dito at 7:17. Okay? Just a sec. Actually, ihing-ihi na ako kanina. Kaya I had to do that break. So let's still wait for like 3 minutes. Matagal ako nawala sa market, no? Hindi naman totally nawala sa market, pero nag-stop ako ng or limited my post and share sa mga groups kasi nakikita natin ngayon napakadami na ng groups na or individuals na gumagawa na rin ng mga analysis nila, no? So ayoko na sumabay pa sa confusion ng karamihan sa market. So I leave it to them. We have nandiyan naman si Investa doing analysis. We have Tattoo Trader and si Cap at marami pang mga aspiring vloggers ng market na maging gurus. Napakadami na nila. So pero I am still here. I am always online naman. Pwede nyo akong i-PM if you have any doubts, especially sa analysis ng stocks nyo. And sabi ko nga, yung tool na meron kayo ngayon, which is the MSI, is a very big help para mag-analyze kayo ng stocks without even asking the opinion of anybody. Okay, so just make sure na alam nyo kung paano yung gamitin yung ating indicators. And meron naman tayong tutorial sa ating screener na link sa ating YouTube channel, no? And you can always send me a message sa group, or kung nahihiya kayo, mag-PM na lang kayo directly para ma-assist ko kayo. Okay, so shall we start? Again, one more minute. Okay, so we have only 3 people watching us right now dito sa ating Zoom, and then we have 10 people who is sharing with us this Kumo this live stream sa Kumo. Okay. Okay. So most of the people actually na kasama natin sa group, marami din nag-confirm kahapon, pero unfortunately karamihan kasi sa kanila is based overseas, so there could be a time differences, and yung iba syempre Friday ngayon is the weekend, so party muna, but they can always come back to this recording. I will be posting this YouTube channel natin. So by the way, yung YouTube channel natin, there are a lot of tutorials na makikita nyo doon which are not available for non-MSI members. So kayo lang ang merong access sa mga yan. Okay, so going back, tapos na tayo sa CCI. And then, by the way, kung meron kang mga questions, you can write it down para mamaya sa question and answer portion natin, pwede kayo magtanong and pwede ko ma-clarify yan sa inyo. Okay, so another indicator that we have here is the accumulation and distribution. So it's just giving you an idea kung nasa ang phase na ba ang particular stock na tinitingnan nyo. Of course, if it's accumulation, then it's the time you buy or you accumulate the stock. And if it's distribution already, then that's the time you dispose or sell the stock or lessen yung hawak nyo. Then dito din, meron tayong SMA and EMA. SMA is actually a simple moving average, and EMA is the exponential moving average. So you can see here we have 20, 50, 100, and 200. So these are the moving average levels of the simple and the exponential. You can see that there is, if the price action is moving above a certain MA, let's say for instance this one is MA 20, then the system would suggest that the trend is bullish. Okay, so ano ba yung use nito? So yung 20 kasi is for short term. And then 50 is mid, 100 is long, and 200. So any price moving above 20, expect na hindi siya tatagal ng sobra because it's a short term. Okay, so you would expect a longer bullish movement kung ang price action niya is above 100 or above 200. And then we have the bullish counter here. These are actually a total of, it's actually more than 60 indicators already. A total of 60 indicators that are counted or verified by the system automatically for you to give you an analysis kung ano ba yung mas marami. Mas marami ba yung bullish na binibigay ng system based on the price action, or mas marami ba yung bearish? And then beside it, you will see a analysis based on the 30 days average score ng price action niya. Okay, so it gives you a sort of a moral support na if the bullish number is high, then there could be a bigger chance na yung price action is already oversold, overbought, and you can expect a sell down soon. Okay, if the bullish number naman is very low, then it could be on oversold levels, and there could be a move or a buy up soon. Okay, so hindi maganda yung bullish score niya na sobrang taas. Hindi rin maganda yung sobrang baba. So we're still looking at the mid-range kasi kailangan naglalaban pa rin yung bullish and bearish. Okay, so next one we have the chart patterns. So there are several chart patterns na binibigay ng system. Okay, so based on those patterns, pwede kayong makapag-formulate ng plan nyo or makapag-assume kung saan babagsak yung price pag nag-retrace siya or kung saan man kayo bibili. These are actually trend lines na nagpo-form ng patterns. So it's automatically given to you by the system in just one click. And then we have the harmonics kasi meron dito mga tao na mahilig sa harmonics. Pero although hindi ko siya masyadong inaaral, kaya inilagay ko na lang din siya dito. Okay, so the system will give you an automatic analysis ng harmonics pattern. Okay, if it's a bullish or bearish harmonics na pino-form niya. Okay, so let's see if makakakita tayo dito ng harmonics pattern. So maraming types ng harmonics, no. Merong bat, merong butterfly, basta marami. And yung mga pinapakita lang naman din ng harmonics is basically kung saan papunta yung stock. Is it bullish or bearish? Support and resistance pa din. Ayan, so we can see here a bearish crab, as you can see dito. So yung nilalagay niya dito is yung last na form na pattern. So this is a bearish crab. So as you can see, yung next movement niya is bumaba pa siya ng bumaba. Okay, so again, another indicator that would add or aid you or help you sa analysis nyo ng market price action. And then we have the candlesticks. Okay, so napakadami, sa dami ng candlestick patterns, medyo mahirap siyang i-memorize or mahirap siyang tandaan. So ginagawa ng system is it gives you an idea kung ano yung tawag doon sa candlestick na yon. Is it a bullish candle? Is it a bearish candle? And what does that candlestick pattern implies? Okay. So nandito siya sa baba. So what you are seeing right now, kung nasaan yung line, it is a bullish hammer and it is a sign of a reversal pattern. So as you can see, dun sa mga sumunod niyang araw, nagkaroon naman ng partial uptrend. So meron din siyang Nison or analysis na the longer the shadow, the smaller the upper shadow, and so on. Okay? So it gives you certain analysis or readings ng candlesticks. And itong mga to, these are actually divergence. So yung divergence are very important din sa mga traders. And yun yung isa rin sa mga inaabangan nila na bumili at magbenta. Okay. So yung divergence, marami siyang na-detect dito sa system natin. Meron siyang CCI divergence, merong stochastics, merong histogram ng MACD, merong RSI sa MACD. Usually, ang ginagamit ko dito is yung sa RSI. No? So, depende sa number na indicate niya would give you kung yung divergence ba na yan is based on MACD, based on RSI, or CCI. Okay. So, kung green yung number, katulad nito, 2, that would mean na meron siyang divergence na bullish. So, may bullish divergence. Okay. So, meron tayong separate video din tungkol dito na would dig in sa discussion ng divergence. So, yung divergence kasi, yun yung, let's say price action is going down, pero yung momentum is going up. So, you know, it's not matching, kaya nagkakaroon ng bullish move. Okay? So, ibig sabihin may mga nagtatago sa likod na ayaw nila masyadong paakyatin yung price, pero they are keeping the momentum. Okay, pwedeng ganun yung analysis ng divergence nyo. Okay, so natapos na natin yung first screen natin, no? This is the main screen na ginagamit natin. Then we have other screens here, or what I call analysis tab. For example, this one. Yung upper tab niya is same lang din sa previous, pero yung mga nasa baba niya is iba't iba. Okay, so we have here MVWAP and trend, kung saan papunta yung trend niya. Is it a strong one? What is the long-term price action? Recovery kasi kakagaling niya lang sa downtrend. Okay. Tapos, yung volume buzz niya, kung gaano kalakas ba yung volume na pumapasok sa weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. And then, we have the volume weight average price ng monthly. Okay. And we have crossovers. And we have net foreign buy and sell volumes dito sa baba. Okay. Another tab that we have is from the MSI X tab. Yung sa MSI X tab, ito yung mga every set, okay? Like for example, ito triple X bits. We have trend following and trend following moving average, and then we have the IVG top 1. Yung IVG is yung sa Investograms na top players that time, and we have the Darvas box system. Okay, so these are indicators that you can use. Pwede kayong pumili, isa lang dyan. Okay, kasi each one, sabi ko nga, would give you a different type of analysis. For example, the TFMA, this is a trend following system, no? So if mag-start na mag-bullish yung MA20, so that's the time you buy. Okay, so bibigyan niya rin kayo ng buy and sell signal. Katulad niyan, probably dyan nag-crossover yung ating MA20. Okay, so as you can see here, ayan yung red line, MA20 nag-crossover. So it's a buy signal. Okay, so check natin kung until now, kung meron na bang sell signal in the next days. Okay, so it's still a buy. Ayan, so wala pa siyang wala pa siyang sell signal no, until now. Kasi the price is moving, okay, ito yung sell signal natin kasi naging below the MA20 lang siya. Below MA20 na siya. So nagbigay ng system ng sell signal. So that's one of the example ng makukuha niyong analysis dito sa ating MSI tab. Okay, so if you want some clarification on paano gamitin yung each one, we can do a separate video on each and every system dito para mas clear sa inyo, no? Additional sa ating MSIX, ito yung MSI X1. So yung X1, ito yung isa sa mga latest nating ginawa. So for example, if ma-meet niya yung criteria dito, then you can assume na pwede kang bumili ng stock na yan. Okay? So is the trend up? If there is a recent buy signal, pwede kang bumili niyan. If RSI is greater than 50 kasi may momentum. So yung MA trail ko dito is MA20 lang. So kasi gusto ko mabilisan lang. And yung Fibonacci mo should be at least above 50%. Kasi anything below 50%, you can assume na those are in the bearish zone. Tapos, we have also the bounce point. So, yung system nagsasuggest siya ng price where nagsasuggest siya ng areas in which the price will bounce or will reverse. That is based on Fibonacci. Okay, so there's also volume analysis. So sinasabi niya dito na so far yung average volume niya for the past 30 days is 6 million. And now it's around 9 million. So that is very high analysis. No? And then it would suggest a support and resistance level. And there will be a buy and sell rule and a cut loss suggested area. So, susundin nyo lang to, pwede na kayo maging profitable. And last but not the least, we have the boss signals. Okay, yung MSI boss, yan kasi yung tinatawag natin na boss areas. Ano ba yung boss areas? Yun yung pag nag-breakout yung price action niya. For example, specifically on the 3 months, on the 6 months, on the 9 months, 1 year, and all-time high. So sabi ko nga earlier, pagka yung price action is nagbe-break ng higher prices, then you can expect a big move. So currently, check natin yung boss breakout kung nasaan siya. Okay, yung boss breakout is expected in this area, okay, sa 6941. So pag nag-breakout yan, then we can expect a bigger move. So dito din nagkakaroon ng buy and sell signal, no? Ayan, meron siyang buy alert kasi malapit na siya sa boss line. Kaya lang hindi siya nag-sustain. Same dito sa area to. Ayan. Okay, so bibigyan niya kayo ng idea kung saan kayo pwede bumili at magbenta din. Okay, so that's for your MSI boss. Okay, so sa MSI, napakadami pa ng ating indicators na makikita nyo sa parameters. Okay, so how do you go to parameters is you right click anywhere in the screen and you click on parameters. Okay, so meron tayo dyan 52 weeks equilibrium. Wherein sabi ko nga kanina, any price action below the equilibrium is considered to be bearish, and any price action above the equilibrium is considered to be bullish, and the target price will be the 52 weeks high, which is 8419. Okay, so from there you can use this tool, yung arrow tool dito, point it at the current price, tapos drag up, and then you can see the percentage kung ilang percent yan. So that is 30% upside. Okay? So ganyan pa kataas ang target ni PSE. Okay, so napakadami pa dito guys. You can just, basically it's repetition na lang naman kung anong nakikita nyo dito. It's just giving you the lines and the analysis on the chart, plotting it automatic for you. No? So I suggest you guys go into the parameters and then play with it. Just click on and off dyan sa mga chart, sa mga options na yan. And then you will be able to find out agad-agad kung ano yung effect nun sa chart ninyo. No? So one example that I have playing with these parameters is yung change ng color ng screen with the analysis. Okay? Kasi colors actually make you excited ng isang price action. Actually, price action itself na lang makes you excited. So by trimming down the colors, you know, at least mababawasan yung pagka-excited nyo, lalo yung mga trigger happy dyan. Okay, so we now move to the second part of our webinar, which is we'll be moving on sa ating analysis and we'll be doing some discussion on the MSI screener. Then we can go to the question and answer portion. I would suggest, especially dito sa yung listeners natin ngayon through this webinar, if you can type in your questions in the Zoom chat boxes. And saan ba yung Zoom chat? Ayan, Zoom chat. Okay, so I'll type something here. If you have questions, you can ask now, and later I will be going back to this screen para i-check kung meron silang mga tanong and address the question. Any question perhaps related to kung paano gumana yung analysis, paano gumana yung screener, anong gagawin namin sa MSI chart, ito, ganyan. Okay? Yung mga ganong question. Okay, so sa analysis, how do you go to analysis is you go to your MSI chart. You go to your MSI. Here's my MSI. I right click and I click on analysis. Okay, so makikita nyo dito, ito very important, makikita nyo dito na yung formula is MSI X1, which is what we are using right now. And then you click on the date range. It should be from date to date, and then it will be today's date until today's date. So I am actually looking at analysis of a one-day time frame. Okay. So yung one-day time frame natin is set. And so again, apply to all symbols. Range is from date to date, and it will be from this date to this date. So same date lang. And then I will click on explore. So what the system is doing now is it will be giving you an analysis of around 230 stock codes, and it is using around 260 or more indicators to analyze it. Okay, so this this data now will be automatically transferred to our MSI screener. Okay, so every time na you open nyo yung analysis nyo, every time na you open nyo yung screen nyo, okay, we will do that. Ang nangyayari is it's giving you the analysis and dinadala niya to straight na doon sa ating MSI MSI screener. Okay, so I'll show you kung paano nangyayari yan. So I'm gonna close the screen and I'm gonna open Ami Broker. Okay, so ito yung nakikita niyo every time na nag-open siya. So ibig sabihin, naglo-load yung data sa MSI screener. Okay. So dito din makikita niyo siya. Meron kasi akong nakaset na tatlong screener. I have a daily, a monthly, and a weekly. So it's still in progress. Okay, so tapos na yung daily. It's now going on to weekly. Antayin lang natin siyang matapos na. Okay, so this webinar is now running almost 2 hours. Okay, so I have listeners that I want to give a shout out to Lefar, to Patrick, to Sehon, and to Octavia from our Kumu channel. Okay, so itong error na to is actually coming from the Gmail, no? Kasi sa sobrang dami ng binibigay nating feed, nagreklamo na yung Gmail na sobrang maraming login attempts daw. Okay, so pag nakita kayo ng ganyan na error, i-close nyo lang. It's just saying na napakadami mo nang sinend na email. Yun lang yun. Okay, so at the same time na nag-send you ng details, it also sends you details sa alert nyo. Ayan. So my current time is 4:45. So this one is 4:44. Okay. So yan yung mga signals kanina sa market na ma-receive ko real time pagka naka-online ako. Gets? So, yung MSI actually gives you a buy and sell signal real time during market hours. So, pwede niyong tingnan kaagad. Halimbawa, naka-receive kayo ng buy alert signal sa RAP. Oh no, this is, you have to check dates, okay? For example, ito, buy alert signal sa MAC. Okay? Yung MAC nagbigay siya ng signal earlier at ayan, pag in-open nyo yung email, makikita nyo, bibigyan kayo ng open, high, low, close at percent change niya. Okay? So this is within a 5-minute time frame. Okay? So most probably, sana, kung naka-online kanina at na-receive nyo to, nakasama kayo sa 44% na price movement niya. Okay, so that's the sample MSI email alert. Available yan sa lahat, guys. You just have to set it up. And okay. So tapos na yung daily, yung monthly at yung weekly analysis ko. What I will do now is I can actually sort this, let's say for example dito sa change area, pwede ko siyang isort at malalaman ko kung ilan na yung percentage gain niya on a monthly level. Okay, yan yung monthly percentage gain niya. Okay, so kung nasa daily kayo, big sabihin nun, makikita nyo yung top 10 losers tapos top 10 gainers. Diba? Okay, so pwede nyo rin bawasan yung tabs by setting up columns. Pwede nyo i-unclick tapos mawawala na yung mga tabs dyan. Mababawasan siya. Okay. Now, let us move on to our MSI screener. See, ito yung isang pwede niyong gawin. Pwede kayong maglagay ng as much as 3 MSI screener. This is the original, which is the daily basis. I have the weekly and the monthly. Okay, so sabay-sabay nag-a-update once mag-open ako ng aking chart. So let's open MSI screener. So dito sa MSI screener, marami siyang different tabs na nagbibigay sa inyo ng analysis. So basically yung data from Ami Broker, dinadala niya dito para makapag-sort kayo ng mabilisan. Okay, so for example, on a daily level, okay, papakita ko lang sa inyo. Ayan yung date niya. It's 6.5 and 6.4 for the others. Ito kasi luma na yung chart niya. Dapat tanggalin ko na yun dyan. Kaya merong mga ganyang date. Okay, pero ito yung current data natin. Okay. So, pag nag-click kayo ng MSI buy signal, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga stocks na nagkaroon ng buy signal today. If you want to counter check that, you can go to chart, go to CPM, and then we switch on the MSI signal. Okay. So, ito yung buy signal niya. Okay, so again, yung buy signal natin, laging late yan ng 1 day kasi kailangan natin ng confirmation. Okay. So that's an example. So from this analysis alone, pwede na kayong gumawa ng plan nyo, bumili na kayo. So it says here that the price closed at 2.71. Okay? So dito sa side, actually, makikita nyo na merong STP. Ano ba yung STP? Yun yung buy and sell prices. Okay? That's actually S stands for support and TP stands for target price. Okay? So as you can see here, paano naman yun, sir? Kasi yung close niya is 271 and yung suggested buy price mo is 2.4. Actually, yan yung unang buy price. Okay? So kung titingnan niyo siya sa chart, makikita niyo na 2.71 actually is close to STP3. Okay, so this will be your buy price, or this will be your support price, and then your target price will be 2.83. Gets? And yung best exit, yan yung last na sell price niya. So it doesn't stop from 4 STP only. It could go until the best exit for 3.26. So meron na kayong idea kung ano yung play nyo. So bibili ako ng 2.72, tapos mag-aantay ako kung mag-hold siya above 2.83. Pag hindi, bebenta ko na. Otherwise, pag nag-hold siya dyan, pwede ako mag-antay until I reach 3.26. Okay? So let's check another indicator. Another indicator is this one, MSI indicator. Okay, same thing. It gives you the ideal stock na pwede niyong bilhin based on that indicator. And then you can have or check again the STP kung saan ka bibili at kung ano yung target prices mo. Okay, so in this case, we have closed at 16.9. So 16.9 is already here. Okay, so 16.9 is, yes, it's already here near this area. So you can buy. Are you okay bang bumili? Kasi mababa pa siya? Yes, kasi malapit siya sa support or target price level. So yung target price level natin is converted into a resistance level later on. Tapos yung support naman natin, nako-convert din yun sa yung support, yung target price pwede maging support, yung support pwede maging target price. Okay? So vice versa lang yun. Kasi pag bumaba siya below that, so magiging target price na yun. So kung 16.9 siya, pwede pala akong bumili kasi malapit siya sa support level or target price na 17. Pero yung exit price niya is 21 pa. So pwede pa. Pwede pa akong bumili. Okay. So meron akong separate video din ng ating screener discussing each and every item that you can see here, including the MSI journal. Meron tayong sariling journal. And then most of the tutorials you can find under tutorials. And then you can just click on the links. Okay, you can click on the link and it will go directly to our YouTube channel or yung ating tutorial na hinahanap. Okay, yung topic na clinic natin. Okay, so we have the main tab, we have the 52 weeks tab, basic indicators, Bollinger Bands, crossovers, DARVAs, at napakadami pang iba. Okay. So sa mga naka-attend nitong webinar na to, I would suggest you guys to give me a feedback kung ano yung topic na pwede nating i-discuss further dito sa mga darating na araw, no, para malinawan kayo kung meron man kayong mga clarifications. Okay, so I am about to end this webinar. Do you guys have any questions so far? Anything na pwede ko kayong matulungan pa and madiscuss ko? So we have only 2 guys from the MSI team, and we have 10 guys from Kumo. And I think that's it. We don't have any further questions. So we will see you guys again in our next webinar. And I will share the link ng webinar na to sa ating group page para mapanood din ng iba. Okay, so, oops, I have a chat. Salamat din po, sir. Thank you for spending your time with us. Sir BJ, thank you din. Sir Ronald, thank you. And I'll see you guys again. Thank you.